Good morning, children. Today we are going to see about greenhouse effect. Okay, followed by its effect of a greenhouse effect and also preventive measures. What are the preventive measures we have to take? Followed by acid rain, its effects, and also the preventive measures of acid rain. So these things we are going to discuss today, right? First, let us see about the greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect is a natural process that warms the Earth's surface. When the sun's energy reaches the Earth's atmosphere, some of it is reflected back to the space and the rest are absorbed and re-radiated by greenhouse gases. Re-radiated means to emit in the form of radiation. Okay. The greenhouse gases or the gases that absorbs the infrared radiation and create a greenhouse effect. Some of the greenhouse gases are carbon dioxide. Some of the greenhouse gases are carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and CFC. CFC is nothing but chlorofluorocarbons. Okay. So, some of the greenhouse gases are carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and chlorofluorocarbons. Okay. So, these are some of the greenhouse gases. The greenhouse effect is one of the things that makes Earth a comfortable place to live. The major contributors of the greenhouse gases are factories, automobiles, and deforestation. Okay. The increasing number of factories and automobiles increases the number of gases released into the atmosphere. Okay. This greenhouse effect is caused due to the increase in the air pollutants, and also it results in the average rise of temperature of the atmosphere. This is called as global warming. Okay, it's an important 2-mark question. What is global warming? The increased greenhouse effect is caused due to the increase of air pollutants, and hence it results in the average rise of temperature of the atmosphere. This is called global warming. Got it, children? Right. Next, we can move to the causes of greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect are caused due to burning of fossil fuels like petrol, diesel, etc., followed by deforestation, farming, mining, industrial waste, and landfills. Okay, these are some of the causes of greenhouse effect. Got it, children? Right. Next, we can move to the effects of global warming. Okay, there are some effects. There are some ill effects of global warming. What are they? First one is rising of sea levels. Okay. Next one, melting of ice caps and glaciers. Spreading of insect-borne diseases and waterborne diseases, right? And then ocean acidification, heat waves, and then drought. Drought is nothing but dry condition due to less rainfall. Okay, and then heavy rainfall with floods, heavy snowfall, and then loss of biodiversity due to the extinction of coral reefs and other species. What is the meaning for extinction? Extinction means disappearance. Extinction means disappearance. So what are the effects of global warming? First one, heat waves, okay, and then melting of ice caps and glaciers, and then spreading of insect-borne diseases, waterborne diseases, drought, heavy rainfall due to floods and heavy snowfall, loss of biodiversity, and also ocean acidification. These are some of the effects of global warming. Right. Next, we can move to the preventive measures of acid rain. So, there are some preventive measures, not acid rain, preventive measures of global warming. Okay, preventive measures of global warming. So, what are the preventive measures we have to take? The first one is we have to reduce the usage of fossil fuels. Fossil fuels means petrol, diesel, they are burning now. So, we have to reduce the usage of fossil fuels. Next one, controlling deforestation. Okay, deforestation means what? Cutting of trees should be avoided. Okay, instead of that, we have to plant more trees. So, controlling deforestation, restricting the use of CFC. CFC is nothing but chlorofluorocarbons. This chlorofluorocarbon is the major pollutant. Okay, so we have to restrict the use of CFC. Next, planting more trees. Okay, planting more trees should be appreciated. Next, reducing, reusing, and recycling resources. Recycling process should be appreciated. Next, using renewable energy resources. Renewable energy resource means what? Renewable energy means a clean energy, refers to clean energy, okay, which is obtained from natural sources. For example, sunlight. Got it, children? So, what are the preventive measures we have to take in order to avoid global warming? First one, reducing the usage of fossil fuels, controlling deforestation, restricting the use of CFC, planting more trees, reducing, reusing, and recycling resources. Next one, using renewable energy resources. Okay, so these things should be taken. Okay, got it, children? Right. Next, we can move to acid rain. Acid rain is caused by the chemical reaction that begins when compounds such as sulfur dioxide and oxides of nitrogen are released into the air. Okay, when these substances rise up into the atmosphere, where they mix and react with chemicals, that is water, oxygen and other chemicals, to form more acidic pollutants. Hence, it results in acid rain. This is also important 2-mark question. Okay, so acid rain is caused by chemical reaction that begins when compounds such as sulfur dioxide SO2. Okay, compounds such as sulfur dioxide and oxides of nitrogen are released into the air. When these substances were mixed and react with water, oxygen and other chemicals to form more acidic pollutants. Hence it results in acid rain. Right, children? Good. Next we can move to the effects of acid rain. Okay. Acid rain affects us in many ways. Okay. First one, it damages the buildings, monuments and statues made of stones and metals. Okay. Next, it damages the marble and metals. Okay. It causes corrosion of water pipes. Okay. Next one, it causes respiratory problems in humans. Also, it causes respiratory issues in animals. Okay. And acid rain causes soil more acidic in nature, right? Next one, acid rain is very harmful to plants, animals and even agriculture also. It washes away all the materials, useful materials. Okay, it washes away all survival of plants. Okay, so these are some of the what effects of acid rain. What are the effects? Acid rain damages the buildings, monuments and statues made of stones and metals. It damages the marble and it corrodes the marble and metals. It corrodes the water pipes, right? It causes human respiratory problems. It causes respiratory issues in animals, and it makes the soil acidic in nature, and also it is harmful to agriculture, plants and animals, because it washes away all the nutrients which is required and survival for the growth. These are some of the effects of acid rain. Got it, children? Right. Next we can move to the preventive measures. What are the preventive measures we have to take? We need to take some preventive measures to save Earth. What are the preventive measures? First one, we have to minimize the usage of fossil fuel such as petrol, diesel, etc. Nowadays we are using a lot of fossil fuels. We are burning a lot of fossil fuels. In everyday life we are using, isn't it? We are burning like petrol, diesel, etc. So we should avoid using. We have to minimize the usage. Okay, it's very difficult to lead our life without petrol, diesel, etc. Isn't it? So we have to minimize the usage of it, and we should not burn these petrol and diesel under the harmful fuels unnecessarily. Otherwise, it will create harm the atmosphere. Okay. So next one, using CNG. CNG is nothing but compressed natural gas. It is an environmentally alternative sources. Okay, it is an environmentally alternative source. That is using CNG and using non-conventional source of energy. It is nothing but non-conventional source, means it's an alternative source of energy. We can use solar energy, tidal energy, wind energy, bioenergy. Okay, so using non-conventional source of energy. Last one, proper disposal of the industrial waste. We should not throw the industrial waste in the water bodies like that. We have to remove it in a proper way. Okay, proper disposal is very important. So first one, minimizing the usage of fossil fuels such as petrol, diesel, etc. Using compressed natural gas, it's a clean fuel which is used in vehicles nowadays. Next, using non-conventional source of energy like solar energy, tidal energy, wind energy, bioenergy, and that we have to use. Next, proper disposal of the industrial waste is also required. In this way, we can prevent the acid rain. Okay. So next one, we can move to the concept lab. Before that, I'll tell you one real life example about acid rain. You know very well about Taj Mahal, children, isn't it? It is one of the 7 wonders of the world. It's largely affected by acid rain nowadays. Okay. The city of Agra has large number of factories and industries, and they emit the oxides of sulfur and nitrogen in the air. People use low quality coal and firewood as a domestic fuel. Okay, this leading to the damaging the monument. Okay, people use low quality fuel, that is coal and firewood as a domestic fuel, resulting in the formation of the this acid rain formation in Taj Mahal. Okay, totally affected that area. So look at the reaction with marble. Okay, look at the reaction with marble. Marble is nothing but calcium carbonate. You know very well Taj Mahal is filled with marble only, isn't it? So calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is nothing but marble. Okay, calcium carbonate when it reacts with sulfuric acid. carbonate is nothing but marble. This marble, when it reacts with the sulfuric acid, it forms calcium sulfate along with that water plus carbon dioxide gases are released. Okay, the formation of this calcium sulfate, results in the corrosion of this beautiful monument. Okay, so being a responsible citizen, we should be aware of the harmful substance that they cause, and also we have to restrict the usage of fossil fuels. Okay, children, right? Next we can go to the concept map. Okay, air is a mixture of gases, you know very well, isn't it? So first one, oxygen. Oxygen is, what's the property, general property of oxygen? Oxygen is denser than air. Oxygen is a breathing gas, isn't it? So next one, oxygen is used for welding as well as for cutting metals, right? Next, oxygen is used in rocket fuel. Got it, children? What are the general properties of oxygen? Oxygen is denser than air. Oxygen is a breathing gas. Oxygen is used for welding and cutting metals, and oxygen is used as a rocket fuel. Next, nitrogen. Nitrogen is lighter than air. Nitrogen is used in fertilizer, isn't it? In the production of ammonia, the basic substance is used in fertilizer. Okay, so nitrogen is used in fertilizer, and nowadays nitrogen is used as a compressed air in tires, right? So next one, nitrogen is used as a refrigerant. Got it? Right. Next one, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is heavier than air, and solid carbon dioxide is called dry ice. Okay, so important one more question. What is called dry ice? Solid carbon dioxide is called dry ice, and carbon dioxide is mainly used in aerated drinks and in soft drinks. Okay, so next one is a greenhouse effect. It leads to global warming. Finally, leads to acid rain. Okay, so this is the concept map, and take your book, children. Take page number 121. So, do you know it's given, isn't it? See that acid rain has pH less than 5.6. Okay, acid rain has pH less than 5.6, whereas pH of pure rainwater is around 5.6 due to dissolution of atmospheric carbon dioxide into it. Okay, this is mainly due to gaseous substances that dissolves in water. Dissolution means dissolving. Okay, this is mainly due to the gaseous substances dissolves in water. What is pH? In chemistry, pH denotes power of hydrogen or potential of hydrogen. Okay, pH means power of hydrogen. Or potential of hydrogen. pH means power of hydrogen or potential of hydrogen. P small p, whereas H capital H. Okay, so power of hydrogen. This term you should learn. Okay, so this scale is used to identify whether the given solution is acid or basic or alkaline in solution. Nowadays, pH indicator solution as well as pH paper is used. Okay, so look at this one. This is a pH paper. Okay, it's a strip of paper and different colors are given. Okay, pH range starts from 1 to backside 14. For each and every pH, different colors are given. Okay, and how to identify the pH range for a given solution? Let me try with the solution, sample solution. Okay, first I take a sample solution. Now I am going to take a strip of paper. Okay, it is somewhat orange in color, isn't it? So I am going to dip this paper in a given solution. We have to dip like this. Okay. So it is in the same orange color only. We have to match the color with this paper. Okay, orange color means it is given pH range 7. So the pH range of this given solution is 7. Okay, like that if I get pink color like that means the pH range is 1. So in that way we have to identify. So pH paper is mainly used to determine whether a given solution is acid or basic or alkaline in nature. Like that we have to identify, right? Now take the book back exercise, children. Page number 122. Which of the following, note down the answer, mark down the answer. Which of the following is true about oxygen? What are the options are given? It's a completely burning gas, partially burning gas, doesn't support burning, supports burning. What's the right answer? Oxygen supports burning, right? D. Next, aerated water contains dash air, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide. Which is the right answer? The answer is option C, carbon dioxide. Aerated water contains, okay, soft drinks and aerated drinks contains carbon dioxide. So the answer is carbon dioxide. Solvay process is a method used to manufacture lime water, aerated water, distilled water, sodium carbonate. What is the answer? The answer is sodium carbonate, option D, right? Next, carbon dioxide with water changes blue litmus to red, red litmus to blue, blue litmus to yellow, doesn't react with litmus. The answer is option A, blue litmus to red. Next one, which of the following is known as azote? Oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, carbon dioxide. The answer is option B, nitrogen. Next, come to the Roman letter 2, fill in the blanks. Dash is called as vital life. Oxygen. Oxygen is called as vital life. Nitrogen is dash than air. Nitrogen is lighter. The answer is lighter. Okay, lighter than air. Dash is used as a fertilizer. Nitrogen. Nitrogen is used as a fertilizer. Next one. Dry ice is used as dash. Dry ice is used as refrigerant. Okay. Next one. The process of conversion of iron into hydrated form of oxide is called what? The answer is rusting. Rust is nothing but iron oxide, right? So the answer is rusting. Come to the match. Nitrogen. Nitrogen is a fertilizer. Next, oxygen. Oxygen respiration in living animals. Carbon dioxide. Solid carbon dioxide is used in fire extinguishers. Okay. So the answer is fire extinguisher. Dry ice is used in refrigerator. That is, it is used as a refrigerant. Okay. So that's all, children. So what are the things we discussed today? One is about the greenhouse effect, its effect, that is causes as well as preventive measures. Next, acid rain effect as well as preventive measures, and also we discussed about the concept of map and look back exercise also finished, isn't it? So everything you have to learn and try to write the global warming. What is global warming? Define acid rain. Okay, what is acid rain? These two question answers, and also you should write the effects and preventive measures for global warming as well as for acid rain. This is your assignment, children. Complete the assignment. The remaining you will see in the next class. Thank you, children.